Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shreya. I hope you guys are doing absolutely great, safe and sound. So in this video, I'm going to talk about my experience of Indigo interview and how I went through the interview process, what I did, what you guys are supposed to do, and I really wanted to help you guys who aspire to become a cabin crew. So without wasting any further, let's get into the video. Fortunately, I'm good with makeup, so that was not a big deal with me. But if you guys don't know how to do a proper makeup, you can comment it down. I'll share a very quick and very easy 5-minute tutorial with you guys how you can prepare for your interview. So yes, I groomed myself. I wore a formal pair of clothing so I can look professional. I made a bun and everything. I really tried to be professional. So I went to the interview process, and I was in Kolkata that time. I was in Kolkata. I was doing my graduation from there. So there was the interview which was going to take place. So there was a hotel named O2 in Kolkata where the interview take place. And if you guys are from Kolkata, you must be knowing the place. So I went there. I reached there by 8:30 in the morning, and the interview was about to take place at 9:30 or something. I was early, to be honest. I was early, and I thought that I'm really early. I'm reaching it way too quickly, but I was wrong. When I went to the waiting area, I saw a bunch of girls who are so sweet and so well groomed. I thought that Shreya, you don't have any chance in this. You can't do it. I was not even prepared, to be honest. I was not at all prepared, and I was like, oh my god. And when I talked to a few of those girls, I got to know that some of them are here for the 15th time, some of them are for the 20th time, and I'm like, dude, I am just new. I don't know how I'm going to get through it, and I was hell scared. And that day, I'm not kidding you guys, that day there were around 650 plus girls for the interview. Yes, 650. I know it's a huge number, but trust me, you guys. I'm telling you, trust me. If I can, you guys can too. Trust me in that. So we started with the first round of the interview. The first round was, they gave us first thing before the first round, they gave us a little number, and we got that number, and we have to arrange ourselves according to the number. Like whenever they will call your number, you have to be present. So I got a number around 101 or 102, something like this was my number. So when the first stage came, they made a group of 10 girls, and they sent us in a room, and we sat there. So it was a GD round. The first round for me was a GD round. So we were 10 girls. We sat down, and I was the second girl there. So interviewer came, and she randomly gave us a topic. And for me, the topic was like, for all of 10 of us, the topic was, what are your observation of the day? And I was like, I was second, so I was second, so I got little time to process what the question is and how I have to frame my answer. So to be honest, I just had my mind that I just have to keep talking. At any point in the interview process, you just don't have to shut your mouth. You have to be talkative, and you have to smile a lot. That is the key, guys. That is the key. To be honest, it worked for me. So I told random things, that what I saw there, what happened, what the girls were doing, how they were preparing, how I am feeling, and how is this my first interview. So I collaborated all the different thoughts, and I just told, and I just spoke and spoke in one go. I was not shutting my mouth. That's the thing that I did the first. And randomly the interviewer stopped me. She stopped me and she told me, and I'm like, oh my god, she has stopped me, I am dead. But no, she stopped me and she told me, you can go for a second round. And I was so happy, and I couldn't just believe what I heard. She said that you can go for the second round, and I'm like, oh my god, I got selected. And then I went for the second round, and The second round is basically your health checkup, kind of around your BMI round. They will check your height, weight, scars, and your teeth, your smile, your grooming. This is all that. So I knew that I'm overweight. So I was mentally prepared that, this is not going to happen. I am not going to clear this round because I'm overweight. So there was a lady. She took my weight, and she wrote in my form that I am 6 kgs overweight. And I'm like, okay, this is the end. But she told me that you can proceed with another round of, like, the third round of the interview. And I'm surprised when I remembered my friend's advice that, they excuse some of the weight and they gave you time to lose it. And I was like, okay, they will give me time to lose that weight. It's okay, I can do it. And I was happy. I was constantly calling my mom, my brother, that, I cleared first round, I cleared second round, now I'm going to clear third round. This is like the So in third round, what happened? There was a video conference going on. There was one interview on a video call, and what we have to do, we used 5 or 6 girls. We used to sit in a room, a very quiet room, and there was a table and a chair separately kept. And on the table there was a laptop in which the interviewer was on video call, and you had to supposed to sit in front of the video interviewer, and you have to talk to her one-on-one. Yes, that was a one-on-one conversation round, and that was a communication round. She is there to check your communication, how you communicate, how confident you sound, and how eye contact you make, eye contact or no. This is the thing. So I sat there, and she she talked very normally, and I talked to her way too casually, and she asked me, yes, tell me something about yourself, and why you wanted to become a cabin crew. And because she heard that I am from Bihar, she asked me questions like, does your parents support you in this decision, or how did you convince them? And I just answered everything quickly, that, they are very supportive, this and that. And yeah, that round went. And I also included one of my passions, which is I love camera, I love talking to cameras, and I love grooming myself. So that's why she, rotated my questions, her questions, in that zone only. And yeah, that was my third round, and she told me that you can go. And I was not sure whether I had make it or not, because I was not confident in how I had talked to her, how I spoke in that round. And they made us wait for a good 2 to 3 hours there, and we all were like clueless, completely clueless, that what is going to happen. We were just talking to each other that, we are so nervous, I don't know how we are going to do this, I don't know what is going to happen. And then they came, our interviewer came, and she randomly started taking names, and I was not in that. So she took several names. She took around 15, 16 names, and she took all of them in a separate room. And we were like, those who were sitting, we were like, okay, we didn't make it. We are going home. That's fine. It's okay. And I'm like, okay, what can I expect? I was not even prepared fully for this. So when those girls came, they were sad. I could see in their eyes that they were sad. So when I asked her what happened, she said they didn't make it. And she congratulated us that, congratulations, you guys have made it. And I was like, oh my god, are you guys kidding me? Then the interviewer came, and she said that you guys are selected and are going for the next round. And we were like, oh my god, we were so happy that, finally I've made it, we did it. But the final round was yet to be completed. So for the final round, we lined up, and there was an interviewer who is going to take our personal interview one-on-one, and that was a PI round, the personal interview round. So I was the first in my group to go, and I was like, my heart was pounding, and I was like, oh my god, I was terrified. I don't know what I'm going to say, I don't know what I'm going to do. But she asked me the first question, and she asked me that, like, why hospitality? Why you chose hospitality? And I was blank. I didn't expect that question from her. Like, if she would have asked me why cabin crew, I could have answered. But she asked me why hospitality, and I was blank. Then what I did, I used a trick. I asked few seconds from her. I asked her, can I take a few seconds? And she said, of course you can. And then I just made up my mind, and Shreya, you have to say something. Just say something. It's very embarrassing. Say something you can't give up. Then I looked back up. I smiled at her, the brightest of the smile I can give. I smiled at her, and I said anything that I feel. Like, whatever I felt, I just, like, this is the reason that I chose hospitality. This is the reason that I chose this particular field. And she was impressed. And I didn't know that she was impressed. Then she asked me another question. She asked me that, as a fresh mind, what I can contribute in this field. And I again took a few seconds, and I answered very confidently that, I think that being a fresh mind, I did this. Whatever came to my mind, to be honest, I was not prepared for any of these questions. Whatever came to my mind, I just said to her. And then again, she told me to come closer. I came closer to her, and she checked my scars. And I was wearing specs, you guys. And if you guys know that cabin crew job, you can't wear specs. You have to wear either lenses or, of course, nothing. So I was wearing specs that day. So she asked me, are you comfortable wearing lenses? And I said, yes, of course. Then she said, why are you not wearing one? And I said, I'm extremely sorry, but I don't own a pair of lenses right now. She said, okay, it's fine. Then she checked my appearance, my profiles, like my left and right profiles. And then she said, you can go. And then again, a very long wait. We waited around like 1 hour or so, something. So finally the interviewer came to us, and she told us that this other person who got selected. And I tell you guys, there were 650 girls that day for the interview, and we were 14 who made to the PI round, the personal interview. 14 only. And there were two girls who got selected directly, and both of them were experienced crew member, and we were 6 who made it to the PhD round. Yes. And if you guys want to know what PhD is, you can comment it down, and I'll make a separate video on that, because I don't want to waste my time talking about PhD. I'm just sharing my experience. So yeah, we were 6 of the girls who made it to the PhD training, and I was selected for 1 month PhD training. And yeah, I did that, and I accepted the offer, and I did join the PhD training, and I cleared it in 1 month. And yes, now I am here. I'm flying. I completed my 3 months training. I'm flying for almost 2 to 3 months now. And yeah, I hope this is what the process looked like for me and how I did it. And if you guys want to know any further details about the interview process, how the interview happens, what you have to do, how you have to groom yourself, what you have to take on your interview days, what is mandatory documents, what are the eligibility criteria, you can comment that below, and I'll share each and every detail for you guys. I know there are a lot of people who aspire to be a cabin crew, and I really do wanted to help you guys. And yeah, if you have any further questions, please do comment, and I'll make a separate video on that. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in my next video very soon. Please take care of yourself, and please do subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon so you never miss any update from my side. And this is it for this video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.